show me love, just tell me the reason, no. And some people still try to badmouth me, just tell me the reason, no. Should not because God bless me every day, just tell me your feeling, no. Oh, anytime they hear my song, they say I'm amazing, and the people them know say we see baby bad and say I'm the baddest, and some people think say them bad past me, but nobody bad, and any party where I go, I mash up the place and turn up the field.
This is 106.9 Go Uni Radio, real station.
Good evening, great minds of Godfrey Okoye University and beyond. This is your favorite voice on the airwaves and your plug for everything students, life, culture, and conversation. And you're locked into Campus Connect on Go Uni Radio 106.9 FM Enugu. Here we don't just talk, we connect ideas, we challenge perspectives, and sometimes, just sometimes, we shake tables. And I am your host, Thompson Okoro, and with me today is
Chiagozie. You can call me Vic.
Yeah, and on today's conversation, it's one that might expose some of you. But don't worry, your secrets are safe with us. Or not. But when we get back, we'll dive more into it. So now let's get straight into it. Artificial intelligence, AI. I mean, this is a tool everyone is using, but nobody wants to fully admit how much they rely on it. Right? Yeah. Anyway, so from assignment to project, from help me rephrase this to please write everything for me, the big question now is using AI. I want you all to listen carefully. The big question is using AI from an essential academic skill, or are we just slowly normalizing academic dishonesty? As students, is it an essential skill to possess, or it's just a way of basically outsourcing our thinking and basically dulling our minds? Anyways, today we will not be discussing this alone. I mean, I and Victor, we've been doing this, and I would say like it's always very insightful where we get to invite amazing people to share their opinions and perspectives on issues like this. And today is no different because we have two amazing people in the studio with us, and I would love you all to like introduce yourself just so that our listeners and amazing viewers can know who they'll be tapping their knowledge from today.
Well, good day everyone. I am Anyoke David, and I'm a student of international relations at Godfrey Okoye. Thank you for having me.
Okay, hello everybody, my name is Kachio Kafo, and I'm a 100-level student of International Relations, Godfrey Okoye. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Your presence is highly valued. I mean, it's raining international relations students in the studio today, and I cannot be more excited because they are one of like the most intelligent set of students we have here in Godfrey Okoye University. I'm not trying to lick their eyes, but like that's actually what it is. Maybe I might, because it was a hassle to bring one of them here, but thankfully they agreed. Indeed. So now let's just get right straight into it, yeah? So I want to assure you guys one thing. This conversation is going to be real. It's going to be honest as it could be. Yeah. So before we start,
Yeah.
Vic, have you ever used AI for any schoolwork?
Definitely. I'm not going to lie.
And then I'm throwing the same question to our guests. Like, have you ever used AI fully for any schoolwork, assignments, projects, tests, exams?
I mean, who hasn't? I feel like everybody has, so actually.
Well, actually, I don't think anybody's beating the allegations.
For me, as absurd as it may seem in our current day and time, I haven't used AI for anything since the beginning of my of my degree, and I'm in the third year now, and I haven't used it for any exam, any assignment, any help, any form of inquiry at all. I've just been playing on knowledge and science.
Happy
Wow.
birthday, Beyonce. Let's give you a round of applause.
Nice one.
Well, it's very possible and it's very true because at the end of the day, because everyone is doing it doesn't make it right, and people still have the right to do what they want to do. And think, I'm sure the other sites that David is able to research and get answers to questions he's looking for, and also do his assignments and stuff. So it doesn't have to be, and that's why we decided to table this topic today. We just want to know if it is, and it's something because now it's slowly becoming a pandemic. If it isn't already, and we see everybody, even lecturers, because now it's like they share course materials, and you just know that this was not generated by them.
Yes.
It was that one little open AI work, and it's so crazy because in as much as we're talking about students, lecturers are also not
Excluded.
yes, because a lot of them are very guilty. You see their marking scheme is even AI. That's even the one that's imposed my head.
The exam that we wrote last semester, someone put it through
ChatGPT.
Thank you for that. And
Sorry to cut you short. So basically, he doesn't even know. Wow.
Exactly.
Can't be like say we don't know what we come to school.
So
it's fine.
the person tested it on the app, and it came out exactly as the questions were. So our lecturer used AI to set questions for us, and each of those questions had like A to D inside it, and we suffered.
So what
It's
I think
fine.
what they do
It's
is
fine.
they just put they send in their material and be like, okay, draft exam questions for you, and maybe the prompt. I can imagine how the prompt sounds. Make it as hard as it can that a PhD student will not be able
That
to
the
answer.
VC will not be able to
Bruh. That's the crazy thing. So my first question to the both of you is, it's like I want you to let us in. I mean, now I don't know how this is going to be for David, but please just be honest. Even if you're not using AI, tell us what you use instead. Yeah.
Just
What's the most creative way you've used AI? Now, it doesn't just pertain to academic activities. In every other aspect of your life. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So, what's the most? Because I sometimes I read some prompts that like some of my classmates read. I'm like, nigga, who do you think you're talking to? Because they just come and they write it like they're speaking to like.
a human.
Yeah. Aside that, it sounds very dumb. So I just want to know because they always want it to get to rather like to do the most simplest of tasks for them, and it's like you can actually do this on your own, but no, they just want to say. So now explaining it and like trying to like trying to explain to that AI, you see them writing nonsense. So like, what's the most creative way you guys have like had to use AI in anything at all?
Okay, I think a crazy experience for me. I won't say it's like an experience because it's still ongoing. It's like actually happens because like this is the tech age, so like we use AI for like most of the things that we do. You understand?
Yeah.
So like me, for example, I'm a student, so I also have like a means of, where I make my savings, exactly, income. So like so one of those ways is through AI. Like AI is like the end thing now. So it's one thing you can profit from. So my experience, I use AI. I basically use it to like make my business. It's very funny, but like as you said, prompts can do anything. Like AI at this point in time can do anything. So all you need to do is just like give it the prompts. Like just tell it what you want to do and then it will do it for you. Like to just get the job done. So exactly. So my experience now, like what I usually do, I give I'm trying to like start up a business. So as a student, just to like add to my pocket. The money I'm getting from my parents.
We don't even want to talk about that today. Okay.
Anyway, so the experience is that I use the AI. I use it to like
create a business plan for yourself.
Exactly. I do that, and then it's actually easy because I don't have to lift a finger. I don't have to actually put.
We'll even get to that. We'll get to that. So David, let me hear you.
Okay.
Well, you're looking at me like this. Well, in the current day and time that we are, we all know that AI is here to stay and even evolve. Actually, so AI as AI as well as other stuff that have come along the way in the terms of technology has come to make our lives easier one way or another. So for me, I do not believe that I should be imputing AI into my learning experience all the time, or at least any of the time at all. So if it's anything like I can do by myself, or like with the help of like sites like on Google, on Chrome and on other search engines, I don't see the need of going to AI. So for assignments, projects, even a theory that I wrote
Yes,
recently.
we're actually getting to that. But
Yeah. So for all these things, like I just use sites on various various search engines. Yeah. And that actually makes my life better. But outside school, I am a photographer and I deal with editing pictures and videos. So sometimes I use AI for that. Yeah.
Okay, so David, I want to ask you a question. You say you're not really involved into using AI. If we look properly on our search engines, right? Most times you notice that Google has also introduced AI.
Yeah, like an AI overview.
Yeah, so I want to ask, do you used to use the AI overview?
No, I still use my sites.
Okay, you still
I go
use your
in
site.
depth in my research because in our course now is a very how do I put it? Like it's like a bulky course.
Yeah.
So in situations where like they give us projects or assignments, if two people write the same thing, there could be a problem. So I have made my own work and like my own work and my methods of searching for things so peculiar that there's nobody from 100 level to 400 level that can write what I'll write if we are all to be given the same assignment. Yeah, so that's the beauty of still not like joining the other people to use AI. And I've noticed that AI has made people, will I say, a sense of relaxed, to the point where you could be in class and like the lecturer should ask you, like, what is a citizen? And you see someone go with speed. And it's like, what? Did you and I not go through the same form of exactly.
I mean,
Exactly. So like it's absurd.
What's your educational background like?
Very.
So in essence, do you guys think it makes students smarter or lazier?
Or do you even feel it's neutral?
Or do you think so? Now, that's the thing. There are two sides. So I'm really wanting to hear what you guys want to say. Does it make students smarter? It does, but do you think it makes students lazier? So I just want I have my reservations, but like I will let you guys take it for. So what do you guys have to say about that?
For me, like in our course, nature of our course leads us to study philosophy. So there is a famous quote by a philosopher that I know, and the quote says, "All truth is paradoxical," meaning that one thing can be right and wrong, and two different things can be right at the same time. So in this case now, the question you asked, so for me, I would give this a 50-50 because AI is meant to make students work smarter, but in turn, it is also making them dumber. If you understand my drift. So intellectually, students are degrading, but in leveraged work and easier workload and like efficiency, they are increasing. Understand? So like it comes like in a 50-50 way.
Okay, so you said something, it makes students. Do you want to generalize it? Because if you say it makes students, like I'm of a line of thought that is not all.
Yes. But when a specific concept or a phenomenon occurs more times than it's supposed to, then you can generalize it. It's like where someone says, okay, everyone in Nigeria is black. So the phenomenon occurs exactly higher.
Okay.
But there are some white people here too that are actually Nigerian, but they are white.
Yeah.
Understand?
Okay.
Let me hear you.
Okay, I agree with him on the same notes, because I agree with him on the same note actually, because me as an international relations student, we have a lot to do with language, for instance. So like me as a 100 level student, I'm studying German, and as beginners we don't really know a lot about like new languages. So like now when a teacher, like example our German teacher, when she's like trying to like give a class, and then maybe she gives like a class of active question, the first thing people do in the class is like to bring out their phones, like go to it and then try to translate it, which is which is very, 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 very smart also. But like I said, like the question you asked, it makes the students lazy because actually they don't listen in class. They don't pay attention. So knowing that anytime the questions are asked, that they can always like go themselves out with the AI. So also I feel like as my friend here said earlier that it helps students to like reduce the workload, but also it makes them lazier. It produces a sense of laxity.
Comfort.
Exactly. That shouldn't be so, but all I mean, it happens. We're students, so it's bound to happen.
I look, you don't like the fact that we on the same train of thought, because I still do think that there are two sides to it, because there are a couple of students that actually use AI to better their understanding on a certain topic or issue in general, and then there are the vast majority, because of course, trust me, the lazier ones are way more than the ones that use it for the right
They
cause.
supersede with magic.
And okay, sorry, can I also disagree on something a little bit? Can I disagree? So, but disagreeing, no, but to still come to
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so I feel that even before the AI stuff, the part of students being relaxed has always been there. Even when we're using Google without any AI, it has always been there. There are people that they will even copy the link to the site. So it's, for me, I'm of the opinion that what has been is still, yes, is there.
At the end of the day, the root cause of this thing is the technological advancement in general, because I mean, before the internet came, that's where when we started having Google and all these other search engines, because
Facebook,
Chrome,
because I know that time you're going to Google, okay, what is this? They give you an exam question, you go, but now the only thing now is that AI has made it a lot easier. You don't have to type. I mean, you can literally like just take a picture of your exam sheet, okay, send it to AI, and he's working,
analyze
it
from top to bottom.
He's doing everything.
Exactly. So we were lazy then, but I feel like AI now has like made us.
And now made us worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's made it worse.
It's now that is why it has become a pandemic. And I'm trying to say, at this point, do you even think it is realistic that can you think AI can be banned?
It can't.
No.
It can't.
I don't think
It can't at all. At all.
Because
It's here to stay.
Yeah,
You.
definitely.
It's here to stay.
And I see that because the people that create these things, it's all like a money-making scheme. You
Yes.
can't like
Big
just
money-making
because of
scheme.
the fact that the world is dumb and don't know how to use they don't have to like shut their source of income, because
Not
trust me,
really.
more AI softwares will
come.
keep coming.
Yeah.
And there is nothing anyone can do about it. We just have to pray and hope, and rather train the next generation on how to
use it.
AI better.
use AI better,
Yeah.
and like know that it is not a dumping ground for whatever academic work they might have, or because I know sometimes like it's so crazy now that people even use AI as their personal therapists.
Yes,
Like, a lot of
and that
people-
is concerning.
That's also
Very
Aside that-
concerning.
aside that, I feel like a lot of
That's very,
a lot of
concerning.
skills will be useless. in
Yes.
due time.
Yes.
Oh my God! And
a lot of them.
graphic designers are taking the lead. Jesus Christ! I pity those people. Imagine you spend like over 350K trying to learn that
Trying
skill,
to learn it.
and now you're coming up and you're saying what?
But I want
Change
to
it
say, I want to say something. When we say that AI will take people's skill, I
Certain
feel that
skills, I did
yes,
not- I did not
certain
know that.
skills.
I did- okay, just go on.
Yes, certain skills. I feel it has to do with the way I see it is that you have to evolve with AI. Because when you look at graphic designing, I don't know, but I've seen so many flyers done with AI, and for me, they are trash compared to people who
Raw
do them.
work.
But then I've also seen people who use this AI and modify their excellence. So I don't even think that AI would take your skill. I just feel that you have to evolve with it, carry your skill and align.
Let me try to tell you something.
Yeah.
Yes, you might have seen flyers that are trash, but nigga, I've built flyers with AI, and they turned out well. It turned out beautifully, and any human would have charged me 150K or more to
to
make.
make.
So it's like that's where the whole prompt engineering stuff comes in, and
Exactly.
AI automation in general.
Exactly.
You just need to know the right words to use and what to say to this AI, because they take instructions. They literally act on your orders. So any flyer you've seen that is trash, it's probably because the person did not know what he was doing, was probably doing a session and just wanted to job. All those cartoonish flyers, nothing pisses me off more than those cartoonish flyers.
Yes.
And I know they're always AI.
Yes.
But I know that there are AI
All of them.
flyers that are not animated.
All of
Yeah.
Like it can be better. Maybe just do something very nasty, but we'll let that pass. So that's the thing. I honestly don't think it can be banned. So we'll just see how it goes. So guys, we're going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, we would still, keep going deeper than we already are on this particular issue. So catch you soon.
Everything you do, does it that good?
Alhamdulillah, praise be to God, no matter your condition. Forget all your love, something must go before something comes. It is what no be love. Sin is believing, you have to trust yourself and wait for the results. Never view the us. I'm a more Alhamdulillah. Even in darkness, even in brightness, you are with me. And if I lose, you be there to guide me. God now my protection, love is connection. I am meant to be here. Thank God for my position. Alhamdulillah, praise be to God. No matter your condition, stay close to God. Forget all your love, something must go before something comes. It is one no be love. Sin is believing, you have to trust yourself and wait for this call. Never view the months. I'm a more praise be to God, no matter your conditions, stay close to God. Forget all your love, something must go before something comes. It is what no be love. Sin is believing, you have to trust yourself and wait for the results. Never view the months.
Welcome back, amazing people. That was Worship by Ashake. And I mean, it's a classic, by the way. Anyways, this is still Campus Connect on Going Radio 106.9 FM. And if you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. But don't worry, we are still in the middle of a very hot conversation. And today's topic is AI in academics, a skill or shortcut. Trust me, opinions in the studio are getting intense, and I'm loving it here, and I hope you do. Well, let's get right back into it. So, for my amazing guests, I just wanted to ask this. This is something that I don't call it an intrusive thought, but it's something I always think, because everybody's using. Like in my class now, they can tell us to create. I'm a mass communication student, by the way, for those of you watching. They can ask us to. There's this particular. Okay. Our questions sometimes, because as journalists, the questions they give us are like generic. It's like, okay, create an investigative report on a certain topic. Like, just tell me things you would do, and everybody is submitting the same report. So, like, let's say two students that have used chat get the same question and they submit it. So, who do you think owns the originality? Like, let's just say, like, how do you think this will be solved? The first person that submitted, the first person that sent. Do you check the their chat history to know when they like. It's so crazy because these days people might think that chat AI don't give the same answers, but they do.
Yeah.
There's like, let's say if there are 10 people, trust me, 2 people would have the exact same business. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it play out before in my department, and it's so crazy. So like, I just want to know what you guys think. So if both of us have the same answer, who owns it?
I mean,
because I know that we are both never going to agree that we did it from AI if the lecturer decides to question us. So who owns it?
I mean, in the case of the students, neither of them would plead the fifth. So now it's left to the lecturer to decide what to do. And if I were the lecturer, generally, like, I would counsel both of your works and have you do it and bring it back, probably like in my front or something.
Okay. Yeah. So I know I've had someone. So I asked someone did an assignment I submitted. I was the one collecting it, and I read it, and I just knew that person. There was no way on this earth that person could have come up with such. Even if they did an extensive research, I just knew it was something that was just copied and pasted. And I asked, okay, do you like do it yourself? He was like, no, but he supervised it.
Wow. That's one way to say it.
I mean, and I thought about it. I was like, I mean, that could work because
I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah, the AI didn't just do the assignment. He told you what to do, what to change, and what to tweak a lot of things up. And I just see it as like, sometimes these students are smart, but now it's just that listeners that we're talking about. It has given them that sense of comfort that, they don't have to do too much. They don't have to stress themselves. They will ask you the history of something. You're going typing instead of you to like. Personally, I'm going to put this out there. I'm not trying to sound all. Maybe I am, but whenever I am like giving an assignment, okay, to maybe check the history or what exactly this is. I don't use Google. I don't go on chat. Actually, I go to YouTube. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Thank you.
I go to YouTube, I watch a video, and I'm writing things down. And for some reason, it makes the learning experience even better. And I know that there are certain things that I can't just forget. But you see people, what is the history? They are giving it, and they will not be like, and the thing is always brief. Like, we did this particular course first semester. It was research, communication research, and this is where they teach us how to write our projects as like communication students. And we actually write chapter 1 to chapter 3. Of course, on the same topic, just so that they test. And when you see what people are writing the same thing. Like, and the crazy thing with chat, I mean, because a lot of students don't subscribe. Let's just say they're using the free version. There is no such and that's the thing. It's one thing to have sense, to use AI with sense, but it's one thing to just use it. Because there are certain things that a project that should be contained in your project, but because you don't have the ordinary intelligence to even just know that, okay, AI is just going to give me like the root of it, and then I just have to figure out the entire branch and stuff. They just leave it like that, and it's just so crazy. But do you have any other question for them? Because I think I'm out of questions, Sha, but
I want to add to what you.
Yeah, please speak to me.
Okay. Based on this, everything we've been seeing so far,
Yeah.
like you said, AI, it's made students, they've been lax. Like, it's brought the sense of laxity. But also, I feel like students also use it. Like you said, the smart ones, they can use it. They use it better. Because like you said, if the person, like if they don't have that, already installed knowledge, even if they end up using these websites or chats or AIs, they won't end up what they search, like the prompts they give the AI, it won't be good enough. So I feel like on part of these smart students, they can use AI to like get
better
projects
than
done. They
knowledge.
can do it better. But even if the other ones, the students that aren't really as inclined, academically inclined, I feel like nothing really changes for them.
Yeah.
So that's one role AI plays. So I feel like it will be better. It makes the academically inclined students, better. But then for the other ones,
where do you personally even draw the line between help and cheating? Because it's like it helps people understand it, but so where do we draw the line?
I mean, in the acquisition of knowledge, I don't think like there's a point where it becomes cheating. But in the case of like exams now, classworks, tests, then that is cheating, because it's still the same thing that like we use it to do. But the problem now is the context and what we're using it for at that moment.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Okay, so I would like to add something to what you just said. So for me, I feel like when it becomes cheating, when AI becomes cheating, is when you can't cite who you got the intellectual work from, no matter what, even if it's like, let it be your class assignment, let it be your exam, it's called an intellectual theft because you refused to cite. And from using AI, I use AI, I'm not going to lie, I use AI, I use Sites, I use YouTube, anyway, as long as I just want to grasp as much as I can. So while using AI, I found out that you can ask ChatGPT to refer you back to the source. It helps me, you will cite, and you cite in an edition and send me back to the site. I go back to the site to read.
Exactly.
Most
So
times.
this is the exact thing that he just said.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
That it's smart people that will know how to do this, while the other ones will be like, oh, please make it seem more human. Exactly. Like
Literally. Most times, I'm going to say this because it's a personal experience I've had. Most of those things that they used to cite that they go that from say lie. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm not
sometimes
even joking.
ChatGPT.
Yes.
It they
This is
lie,
part of
Tom.
the reason why
Because
I
I've
haven't
tried to. I want to go back to the roots now so that I will get more and like have so I'll be able to defend whatever I'm writing.
Yeah,
Come on,
with
nothing,
pride.
no, nothing for me. The thing was just the link is not found. The link does not exist.
That was part of the things that made me vow to myself that I won't use AI, because at a point I feel like it was like at the earlier stages of it, some things were either too summarized or wrong entirely, and that was what now like made me just go on my own to like find anywhere that I can find trusted sources and all to help me with school stuff and all. Yes.
Well, I think this has been an interesting conversation so far. I'm having so much fun. Well, Vic, I think we need to give these people some tips because the things I've experienced on this campus with students and AI, it's been crazy. So I think you need to give them some tips on how to use AI correctly, properly, and more profoundly. Please.
Yes.
Okay. So, but before I give that tips, I want to ask a question to both of you. How do you think that students, how will I put this now?
Who did anyway? Throw it to them. They
How
will
can students, you get that kind of stuff, who want to grow smarter, how can they leave ChatGPT to other sources? Like you said now, you don't use ChatGPT because you notice some of its error. So someone who is already accustomed to it, how do they retrace their steps back?
Yes, please help
the
these
normal.
people. Help them. A lot of them need help. So
Yeah.
please.
Well, from the experience I've had with my classmates, I've seen that most of them are addicted to it to the point that they were asked a question, and it was like I think like a sum of numbers, and the person instead of going to like her calculator, she went to ChatGPT now, and I was like, what? Like how? I know. So the thing is that some of them are actually far gone because they don't want to put any form of effort into learning for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's quite very unfortunate. But those that can still know where they are, I feel like they should either give it a break or find other ways to like make their using of the AI to be more creative, because AI is a tool.
Yeah.
So the efficiency is dependent on how you
Use it.
Exactly. So for those that can still find themselves, they should try to explore other means and sources of information.
Yeah.
Okay, true. Also to add to that, very true what you see. It's very, very true. Because like an example now in my class, like you have people that have their phones like on standby. Like a lecturer is asking the question, their chat is already open, their chat is already open, so they're already expecting questions. So at this point, people are addicted.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't know, to like help solve this issue, maybe like they should start building up their reading culture, going back to like hard copies,
Oh, at least, even if AI gives you that thing, read it up. Prepare to defend it. That is the least you can do. Sometimes when I see them like this, I just laugh.
That is the difference.
Just carry it and just.
Their own is just to submit it
That's
and be
the
moving.
difference. That's the difference between the smart ones.
Even sometimes, okay, for now, like I would confess, sometimes when I do some of my assignments for some sites, I would, I would carry it like that. I won't paraphrase, I won't do anything. I'll carry it, drop there, read it, then I'll now know how I will now do the editing
At least.
and submit it.
Yes.
And it's me that did it. And I'll even put links and the listen now.
Citation.
The reference.
Size and
References.
references under it.
Yeah.
So that like it won't be like theft and all of that.
Yeah.
But these ones they just carry like this
And dump it. And do you even think that the lecturers can help? Because I have a lecturer. Once it's time for him to ask question, everybody off your phone and drop it. Close down, stand. Everybody stand up. You cannot. So do you think that lecturers can actually help students?
Yes, because we have a lecturer. She's a Sister Lucy. Now, Sister Lucy, but if she gives us an assignment, she will make sure everybody presents it in front of class. Everybody. Even if it takes us like 4 weeks, everybody will do it.
Present.
So there was this time that she gave us this assignment on, I think, the history of colonialism in Nigeria. So she gave us this assignment. And then this specific guy that he makes no effort.
Oh, sure.
He doesn't even have notes. Then he now came to submit his own assignment and it was like 15 pages. And she now said, defend your work. And he was just there. He was just saying anything. And it was quite crazy. So because of her, people now started like becoming more cautious of their actions. So at least, even if you copy and paste, you would read it. Understand? Read it and be like as if it's you that did it yourself. Yeah. So we actually need more people like Sister Lucy.
Oh, shout out to Sister Lucy.
Yeah, she's the real one.
Shout out.
She's the real one.
True.
Okay. So thank you all for your contributions, and I think I can go straight to the
Yes,
Yes.
give them those tips.
Yeah.
It's not after we finish giving you these tips now, I decide to do anyhow. I will call you out and I will give it to you.
Okay, so the first on my list is use it as a learning assistant, not a shortcut. Use it as a learning assistant, not a shortcut. Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
like long-lasting relationships, like commitments and water when it comes to some people and their AI.
Some people even call it my second brain. That's how far they go. So think of ChatGPT like a study partner, not a ghostwriter. Ask it to explain concepts, theories, or difficult readings. Let it break down complex topics into simpler terms. Use it to generate examples you can learn from. Are we okay with that?
Yeah, and also learning material as well.
Yeah.
You could also set your AI to give you questions.
Yeah.
After like you've read and all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just put the topic there and then tell the chat or the AI to give you list of questions to work on.
Okay. So the second tip is always verify information. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it is like what all four of
Everything.
us have said. So just find the way to cross-check, find the sites.
Okay. So do well to always verify your information. Go back to the sites, read on it. If there's any correction, do well to correct it. So use it to improve your writing. So yes, use I feel ChatGPT, even Grammarly. Grammarly uses
Grammarly
AI.
is beautiful.
Yes, you can use it to improve your writing. It helps. Yes, it helps. So learn how to ask better questions, prompting. I feel that is the difference between someone.
Those that have sense and
That is it. Your prompting matters, guys. Your prompting. You cannot just come and write. Stop asking ChatGPT what you'll be asking Google.
make it human.
Yes. Stop it. Stop it. So avoid academic dishonesty. Avoid academic dishonesty. Use it for research directions, not replacement. So use it for study and revision. Be transparent when required. Develop your own thinking. Then lastly, use it for productivity, not dependency.
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
So
We agree with everything.
Of course.
Yeah, thank
course.
you.
Please, I just hope those of you watching and those of you listening are taking notes.
We plead with you.
Because
We
at
don't
least
hope.
from our end,
Yeah.
let us try to curb. Let us curb the
The-
dumb use of AI.
Yeah.
At least
Try to
let
make
us
an effort at least. Try to
exactly.
make personal effort.
Yeah. So, guys, as we wrap up today's conversation, one thing is clear: AI is not going anywhere.
yeah.
Now, the real
That is
question is
fact.
not whether we will use it, but how we choose to use it. Will it help? Will it help us think smarter, or will it just slowly diminish our brain activity? That choice is yours, because I've made my own choice. Yes. So I just want to say a very big thank you to our amazing guests for being here. Just so you guys know, today's episode tested me in ways that I did not know.
Yes.
You would not just imagine what I went through few minutes before this show. It was crazy, and I just thank God that we're able to pull two amazing students that know what they're here to do, and they of course did not disappoint. So I just want to say thank you, David, thank you, Kachi, for honoring my invitation last minute.
Welcome.
And yeah, so it's been such a swell time with you, and I'm very grateful for that. And another a greater thank you to our producer, Mr. Chiagozie. He's been doing great work behind the scenes, and these uploads you see, the fact that we come on here every Thursday consistently to feed your your hungry knowledge.
Arouse your mental.
Yes, it's because of him, and we're grateful to our station manager and every other person involved in the production of this particular program. We stay grateful, and we are very, very humbled. And now to our amazing listeners and viewers, I just want to say one thing: I need you to keep learning, stay connected. Just do things that would help you grow. Keep questioning anything that you don't know. Learn.
Build your
because
mind.
one thing, learning is there is never a time where you stop learning. And I need people to understand that. Because it's like most times people get there's one thing I would never get pissed at or get angry at is when someone corrects me or rather tries to educate me on something I don't know. No matter even if you try to make it look like you're like shading me or trying to make it look condescending, I will never see it that way. I can never see it that way. Like I just move on with it, and I'm like, okay, I've learned this, and I move on. Even if you try to make a fuss or like cajole me about it, that's your problem, because it's not mine. I'm gonna take what I need to take, and I'll move on. So, and I think I want you all to like see it that way, that everywhere is a learning ground. Everybody you meet, anywhere you find yourself, experiences will teach you, and that's why you don't take any experience for granted. Involve yourself in anything and everything that would add to your growth as a human being in general. And I think this is where we draw the curtains for today's episode. It's been such an amazing time, and I really don't want to leave.
But we have to.
Yeah.
I actually want to leave. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to sound all. But yeah, I am your host, Thompson, and with me today has been
Chiagozie, you can call me Vic.
Yeah, so of course, see you same time next week.
I will not.
This is Campus Connect on Green Radio 106.9 FM.
That's piece of
See ya.
dialogue. Bye.